today it's very easy to distract ourselves, right? So even though we may be sitting by ourselves, we're not sitting with ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's amazing that you've already been practicing this skill of literally just sitting with yourself and truly being so present that I'm sure that also comes in handy today when you're doing the work that you're doing. So maybe let's talk a little bit about how that transition continued, where, so you did your MBA. And then what happened after that? Like, how did you eventually come into this world of coaching? And I'm guessing COVID also would somewhere have had a role to play in that sequence of events, right?
So true. So I come from a healthcare background. I did my bachelor's in biotech. And I think a decade ago, healthcare or life sciences was not
Huh,
very much, like people were not aware about it, I would say.
right.
They knew little bit
Hmm.
and that's it. So when I started doing my masters, a lot of
Hmm.
parents used to reach out to me saying that my child doesn't want to do medicine.
Hmm.
What options do they have? Can you?
Hmm.
It started with that. This
Hmm.
is where I started feeling that I am very much comfortable talking to parents,
Right.
kids of that age group, like, from 10th to 12th,
Hmm.
and they are much more comfortable with me. So
Right.
they did never had any resistances. So this validation
Hmm.
came up and I started like I don't know, luckily I had given a lot of entrance exams after my 12th and after my graduation that the amount of exposure I had
Hmm.
was very nice to transition and give it,
Right.
pass it to them. So that's how the coaching, unstructured, unregulated
Hmm.
coaching that happened.
Huh.
And when COVID happened, we all were working from home, and
Huh.
I was just sitting one day, and my husband, then we were dating.
Hmm.
We were just having a conversation. I was telling him about career guidance, and
Hmm.
casually, I don't even think he remembers saying this,
Huh.
but he just casually said, "Do you know that how much your eyes sparkle when you talk about
Wow.
career guidance?"
Amazing.
And it stuck with me. It's still stuck with
Huh.
me. I don't think he remembers that.
Right.
But I then decided, कि, "Acha, okay, if this is something
Hmm.
that, like, really, I can show it on my face that I'm really passionate about. It's not only internal now, it's coming
Hmm.
out.
Right.
Let's get a certification. Let's give it a try." So
Hmm.
I took up a international certification in career guidance. And interestingly, the whole batch that we had, I was the youngest one in the batch.
Hmm.
And the age difference between me and the other younger person was around 15 years.
Wow.
The reason why I was hesitant to take up a certification was I had a limiting belief that, oh, maybe, I need to do this maybe few years later.
Right.
Young, who will take me seriously, the typical resistance. When I took that up, I realized that it's not about age, it's about your maturity, in the space that you hold, and I got a little more confidence
Yes.
in that. And
Right.
that's how the journey started. And then one thing led to another,
Hmm.
getting more experience in coaching people of one age group, and then their parents realize
Hmm.
the elders or the adults are also receptive.
Correct.
The level of understanding and coaching that I'm offering.
Hmm.
That's how it kept on leading in this direction. And then I became a career coach, life coach. Slowly
Hmm.
now the niche is transition coaching.
Right.
How it has been.
Nice.